Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. This match is between Iris and Modesty. Happy holidays, whether you're celebrating Hanukkah or Christmas. I think everybody's celebrating New Year's unless you're on a different calendar, so apologies to you guys listening to this from China. I don't know if I have any Chinese fans. Anyway, this match part of MST Season 3, Group 8, and sorry if I left out any holidays there. Iris, very good player. If you guys are unfamiliar with his style of play, Berserker Terran, known for being very aggressive, almost took a championship. Unfortunately, GG Play wresting it out of his hands. So, also other guys in this group, by the way, Roro and Ruby. Roro doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, unless I guess you go Roro. It's going to be, well, yeah, then it does Roro. Not going to do that in the commentary, though. Map, Byzantium 2, we have Modesty starting in the bottom right-hand corner as the white zerg, Iris in the upper left-hand corner as the brown terran. Iris hasn't been playing up to full potential. A lot of CJ Antis guys kind of in that category. And yeah, we'll see if he does better with this recent kind of shift for Terran. I think it allows for some aggression, but honestly, the way Zerg have been playing it, it's kind of moved more into contain. Anyway, also FYI, I have seen this game before, so yeah, just throw that out there. Modesty on the opposite end, GOM TV, Intel Classic made it to the round of 64. I just assume you guys go to that website, honestly. That's how highly I think of it. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you're in for a huge treat. Go to gomtv.net. More English StarCraft commentary of a very high caliber. Nick Tasteless Plot does the commentating there. The pro among us. Very, very good player. Very, very good commentator. I particularly like his Protoss commentary. It's just so good. I'm not even kidding. Go watch it. Find his most recent Protoss commentary. I'm not even kidding. You guys will watch it and you'll be like, wow, Diggity, you are so right. That was fantastic. And then come back to me and say, like, wow. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, shout out to him, of course. Go check it out, because duh. Anyway, this on Byzantium 2, seeing a lot of more mech build, and the Zerg have been kind of responding to it with 2 hatch. Again, I like this sort of style, this kind of shift lately. I think it opens up a lot of options. Berserker Terran fan there for Iris. Looks like we're seeing a 12 hatch there from Modesty. He did pretty well against Jaedong in the round of 64 in GOM TV Intel Classic, but unfortunately was beaten. Pretty good Zerg versus Zerg. He took Jaedong. He played pretty well against Jaedong. Looks like we're seeing a front door seal, so probably going to see that front gas. Yeah, there's the gas from Iris. So Iris going to go for more of that, maybe for that mech build. I like seeing the transition back to bio out of this, but we'll see. Anyway, on Byzantium, I feel like Zerg do tend to get an advantage if they can just lock the Terran to a single base, if they can get that position with those Hydralisks. It's going to be difficult for Modesty on this map in particular, or on these positions in particular. He's going to be at basically big gap of distance. It can't really get those Hydralisks as quickly into Iris's base or on that ramp as possible. But if you can use that 1/3 mischance on that ramp, you can lock the Terran to one base. They can get siege check out, but maybe if you can get back to Mutalisks at that stage, create more of it, make sure that the Terran's pinned to just a single base. And mech units are expensive and they're gas heavy. The thing is when you're going Hydra Mutalisk, it's also kind of gas heavy on the other end. So I really like this small macro, this, well, I would say small economy style of play lately. It's just kind of exciting to me. You can, it's just like any unit can come out at any time in the game. We've even seen Queens lately. I'll let you guys figure out what games those were in. Yeah, Queens out of nowhere lately. Terran versus Zerg. It's insane. Valkyries, Queens. It's like the bizarro world of StarCraft. We're seeing the spawning pool now there for Modesty. Front door seal, there is the factory, single marine in position. Iris knows, it looks like, well, he doesn't know about the cross position, but he's not going to feel a lot of Zergling pressure early here. Checking that bottom left-hand base, not finding anything. There's that quick tick to lair from Modesty. Modesty, again, I haven't seen him play against Terran. I haven't seen Roro play at all, so I'm going to be completely lost in that match. But pretty good Zerg versus Zerg. Jaedong ended up defeating him, but he showed some pretty good... I wouldn't say he got rolled over by Jaedong, like most players would have. He did make it to the round 64. A couple Zerglings out now, just the 4 Zerglings to try to kill that scout. See if they're going to kill that scout. Nope, going to come back. Actually, might be able to pin that SCV scout on the ramp. No, not able to. Nice heads up there by Iris, bringing that SCV back with the return mineral trick. Just bring the... hitting the minerals so that SCV just completely ignores everything. Early machine shop down, maybe for some vulture mines to establish a little bit of position, maybe for vulture speed, do a little bit of harass. Again, Iris, a very aggressive player, already putting up his command center. Actually, he doesn't even have a single tank or a single vulture out, already building his command center to establish that early. He knows that's a big key to this map, is not getting isolated to just a single base, especially with the build he's going. Hydralisks now down for Modesty, so he's going to go Hydras early. Maybe transition to lurkers. Seeing some sort of upgrade with that machine shop at the moment. We'll see once he produces that vulture what that is, whether he plants the mines off early for a little bit of map control. He needs to be careful though, because that Overlord will be in position. The Zergling's not going to be able to pick that off, but Hydralisk could pick off mines early and just completely deny Iris that front map. If it's speed, might be able to... I don't think he's going to be able to sneak by those Zerglings because he's not going to have vision up there. First of all, that ramp... again, there's that vision blockade, so it's very hard to micro up the ramp into the darkness because you have to target at the very last second. So it's hard to micro vultures versus Zerglings kind of at that position. And it looks like, yeah, 2 Hydralisks being produced, so Modesty might be able to seal this game up fairly quickly. He's only got the 4 drones on that secondary, not capping additional gas. It looks like he's got a couple. Oh, clever there by Iris. He's going to use that barracks to spot so those 3 vultures can get positioned. It looks like upgrade's still not finished. Zergling's going to have to back off, and we'll see. This is going to be close because those Hydralisks not too far off. A couple Zerglings getting picked off, and that doesn't make Modesty happy, and they're going to chase them down. So the Hydra's very far off, and you can see how that, again, how the map position playing a big factor, and it looks like speed upgrade for those vultures, actually. So they might be able to cross. This is going to force Modesty. He's got to go back and seal his front door. All those Zerglings getting wiped out. He needs to bring those Hydralisks back to home base. He's already got that Sun Colony down. I don't know if it'll be up in time. Got to create some sort of blockade with those Hydralisks, either on that front door or that ramp before that. Oh, that looks like the vulture's going to be able to sneak through. Those Hydralisks need to get back. Looks like they're going to be able to pin 2. No, only going to be able to pin 1 out. 2 vultures, plenty to do some economic damage early against Modesty. So already, and again, with 2 hatcheries, you got to conserve every drone. And he's already lost a bunch of Zerglings as well. Looks like able to get 3 drones, which is a pretty big win for the amount of for just 3 vultures, honestly, and pushing it out. And Hydralisks actually are cycling around the map, able to do some damage, trying to disrupt that secondary, and they're only a single vulture in position to try to fight against this. Actually, I take it back, 2 vultures in position to try to fight against this. So it's going to be SCVs and vultures versus Hydralisks. That's going to hurt Iris a little bit early. He's got a lot of SCVs bearing down this. I think he's still going to be in a good economic position after this. Nice screen there with the SCVs. Just creating a wall so those vultures can do damage against the Hydralisk push up. They aren't range upgraded, and vultures do range Hydralisks at that stage, I believe. So, and yeah, I'm doing a nice job mopping that off, and he's not backing off, actually. He's continuing to press this down. He needs to be careful because of those Hydralisks. This is beautiful because Iris, using map position, planting mines just as the Hydralisk pushing up. If there's an Overlord, though, in position, Modesty should be able to run up. Ooh, pulling off a Hydralisk right there. I think a mine exploded on a couple of them, which is going to make them less effective. But if he's got that Overlord, he can bring that back across. He can clear those mines. He can take position. He might be able to deny this secondary. Once again, it's going to be vital. Otherwise, Iris can just box up, produce a lot of mech troops, and then as soon as he has enough siege tanks, push on Modesty. A Marine just trying to lure those, I think, get a spot and lure those Hydralisks out a little bit. Mine's getting cleared, though. And he's nothing to deal with that Overlord. Those a couple Goliaths now pushing up, and it's going to be Goliath, a couple Vultures, Goliath in position as well, and more SCVs coming off the line. Once again, Modesty able to disrupt that secondary somewhat. And those Overlords, actually 2 Overlords in position. Modesty needs to be careful because both of them could be picked off by the Goliaths at this stage. Hydralisk is doing a good job microing against those SCVs. Now it looks like those SCVs going to pull back, but some Goliaths able in position to deal with this. Modesty actually just producing Hydralisk at this stage. Not very good drone saturation at all. Looks like he's going to try to win at this stage. And ooh, between the bunker and those Goliaths able to pick off both Overlords, Modesty's now going to have to back off.